Buying property in Portugal can be a difficult and frustrating process, but there is a better way. In this video, I'm going to cover what an exclusive buyer's agent can do for you in your property buying journey. Understanding that you can use a buyer's agent can save you a ton of time, money, and stress throughout the entire process. Hi guys, it's Russell from Portugal Buyers, where we help you move and purchase property in Portugal with ease. Now, we all know that time is money, and a buyer's agent can save you a ton of time. And now, if you have started your property search in Portugal, you've probably come across sites like Idealista, Supercasa, and other portals, along with many different real estate websites. Now, the first step is understanding what location is best for you, even before looking for properties, because if you're looking for properties just in Lisbon, when maybe your lifestyle suits the Algarve or Porto better, or many of the other regions within Portugal, it's important to understand what's best for you to start off with. Now, a buyer's agent will give you unbiased advice on this. Whereas if you speak to a real estate agent from Lisbon, they're of course going to tell you that Lisbon is going to be the best thing for you. And it's, they're going to have the biased advice because they want to sell you their properties in Lisbon. Whereas us as a buyer's agent, we don't have that same biased advice. We will tell you exactly as it is and we'll recommend you the best thing for you. Now that's the first step. Now the second step in saving you time is we've looked through thousands and thousands and thousands of properties. So we know exactly what's out there, and we also know how to search for these properties in a timely manner. So we can access and refine down our search very quickly, uploading them to you where you can collaborate with us and with your buyer's agents. That way you have one point of contact throughout the whole time, because if you're going through 20 different real estate agencies, which is very, very common here, by the way, because the seller only has access to, let's say 50 properties under their control or under their management, and they're going to only offer you those 50 properties. So therefore, if you want to go find another property that's going to be interesting to you, you might have to use another agent. And that happens time and time again. And then you have a ton of people contacting you all the time, and nobody wants that. You don't want a ton of spam coming in. So having this single point of contact is really efficient. And when you know they're looking after your best interests, you can really sit back and relax. Now that takes me on to my next point, is they can save you a ton of stress. As we know, and as you are probably very aware of if you started any of the process or if you've heard other videos out there, that bureaucracy and administration in Portugal can be very tedious and hasslesome. But a buyer's agent can take care of pretty much all the heavy lifting for you. From setting you up with the right visa, to opening a bank account, to getting your NIF, to getting your NIS, which is your social security number. All of that can be taken care of by your buyer's agent. Now this can save you a ton of time and a ton of stress throughout the process, knowing that everything is taken care of on your behalf. One of the biggest problems I see with the Portugal property market is using a dual agent. Now a dual agent is an agent that represents both the seller and the buyer in the transaction. Now this is very common here and it's pretty much done all the time. So if you go to a real estate website and you contact one of the agents on there, they're going to be representing the seller and you. Now, when they take you around the property, they see how excited you are, they know this is the perfect property for you and you've shown all that excitement and you're ready to move ahead. They're fully incentivized to get the highest price possible, and they know what your top threshold will be, and they'll most likely want to go to that. Now, this is a big problem because it's going to cost you a lot of money. And of course, they're fully incentivized to get the highest price possible because they're paid on commission. So the higher the price they get for the property, the more money they make, which completely disaligns their values with you. Whereas a buyer's agent, they align their values with you, making sure that they're going to negotiate the best price possible on your behalf. This alone can save you a ton of money. It has with our clients and it will do with you, because if you show excitement to your seller's agent, they know exactly how much they can get for the property from you, and they're going to siphon every dollar they can out of your pocket. So do not fall for the trap of using a seller's agent in this situation, as it's just going to cost you money. Another thing that you're going to come across most likely when you're looking for a property in Portugal, and if you've gone on any tours, is illegal properties or properties that aren't fully licensed or don't have all the documentation in order. Now this is unbelievably common in Portugal, and you have to be very careful about this. And of course, having a buyer's agent on your side that doesn't have any ties to specific properties and has access to the whole market, they're not going to advise you to go for a property that is illegal. Whereas if you use a seller's agent that has access only to that property, and they're not going to want to offer you other properties, they're going to say, oh yeah, all the documentation is in order, don't worry, you can go ahead, you can sign the CPCV, which is the promissory contract here, and get started with the whole process. And they may withhold vital information about a extension that was added to the property, or something that is illegal about it, or a document that's missing. It's vital you have the right representation through a buyer's agent and a lawyer that you can really trust, that's working solely for you, the buyer, as well, because situations like this happen all the time here. So be very careful about this and getting into a property that has, the wrong documentation or has an illegal extension. Be very wary. The next thing a buyer's agent can do for you is do virtual tours. That means if you're not even in the country, they can go around to the properties, either do it via FaceTime or video call, or they will just take a video of the apartment or house you're looking to purchase. Now, this can refine down the search and save you even more time, because they can be pre-vetted. Now, as you can imagine, not all photos show the true face of the property in Portugal. So it's important to have these pre-vetted, because if you have started your search or seen any properties in Portugal, you'll understand that some photos look incredible and it ticks all the boxes, and when you go and see the property in person, it definitely does not look like that in real life. That means you may have to look around 20, 30 properties sometimes to find the perfect one. Whereas when you're working with us, when we do all the virtual tours, we can pre-vet all the properties, so we have the perfect list for you when you come to the country or when you want to do the in-person tours, so it saves you a ton of time throughout the process. Now, it's very common that people purchase a property with a mortgage in Portugal, and we and a buyer's agent can help with that. They will be in constant communication with your mortgage broker, and they can even refer you to some of the top mortgage brokers in Portugal. So you're fully taken care of, will get the best rates no matter what. So you're going to save as much money and know that you're fully taken care of. So any documents need to be uploaded to the bank, and scheduling can be done via your mortgage broker and buyer's agent. Now, if you're looking to invest in Portugal and you're looking for an investment property, a buyer's agent can do an unbiased investment analysis on that property. Now, it's important that it's unbiased. Of course, as I've mentioned many times in this video, if a seller's agent does this kind of investment analysis, they may withhold vital information from it or bump up the numbers in an unfair way in comparison to other properties on the market around that value. But with a buyer's agent, they're completely unbiased. So they can give you an accurate representation of how much return on your investment you're going to be making, which is very important for making a wise decision. Something that is not done nearly enough here is a professional property inspection and a professional property appraisal. Now, this I find absolutely necessary to do for each and every one of our clients, is get the inspection done, because the property might look absolutely amazing from the inside and the outside, but before you get that inspection done, you might not see the hidden works that have been done under the property, or the poor foundation, or the poor plumbing that can cost you so much money and cause you a massive headache after you sign that deed. So be very careful of this and always get this done. Again, working with a seller's agent, they may not advise you to do this, or they may not even recommend you or bring it up to you to get this done. But as a buyer's agent, we're not tied to any properties, so we'll of course make sure this is done for your chosen property. Now, an appraisal is going to be done for us because we want as much leverage in the negotiation process as possible. So if the appraisal comes higher than the property purchase price, then we know you're getting a great deal. And if the appraisal comes below the purchase price, we know we can negotiate the property down even more, and we have that extra leverage there. So it's all important to save you as much money as possible, and so you're fully protected throughout the process. Now, we are an exclusive buyers agency called Portugal Buyers, and we can help you throughout the whole process from A to Z and take care of you fully. And if you are interested in hearing more about that, you can click the first link in the description below to book a free call with us. I'll see you there and see you in the next video. Bye.